all air water signs to your chakra reading for January. First chakra reading of 2026. How fun. Ready, guys? So let's get in here. This is going to be for Gemini, Cancer, Libra, Scorpio, and the beautiful Aqua Pisces. So let's see what's going on, guys. At the end, I will do each individual sign just to see what's going on within the energy reading, okay? So let's go. We have impasse, stuck at an impasse. Talking about that sacral chakra. I'm talking about those desires, what it is I truly want, where am I going, how am I going to get there, growth. Ooh. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Orange again, having a lot of sacral chakra over here. And truth be known with that blue coming through with that throat chakra. It's kind of like truth be known, and then you see all that deep purple in there. That deep purple is saying, because I know what I'm going to do and I know what I want. I want means sacral chakra, right? Wanting is sacral. So that's saying this is where I want to be. That's going to be 6 inches below your belly button, okay, is your sacral chakra. That's where you can put your hands there and you could say, Hua, and then say, I want, right? And really get that activated. You do have the relationship. I am worried. I'm worried. Yeah, I'm worried. I don't know where that came from. Okay, I am attracted to those people who serve my highest good. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Okay. I'm not sure where the worry is coming from, but I'm hearing worry and I keep hearing it. Cardinal. Be the cardinal. The polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance. So do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. And we're talking about chakras. So we're talking about your chakras, they're saying, are out of balance at this time to get to what it is you want. Especially within relationships, we're talking about relationships, whether it's, love relationships, whatever it is. Success. Choosing the right direction and activity, overcoming difficulties. You're on the right track to have the success. We just need to get yourself balanced so that way you can get yourself back into how we're going to get these desires. How are we going to get our intentions? We can't get our intentions if our desires, if our sacral chakra is blocked. Okay. So let's see what we're doing. Hopefully it'll tell us why you're worried too, because like I said, I keep hearing that. And I even said it, that's weird. Sometimes it's too loud though, I just say it, right? 4 of Wands in reverse. Broken family. There's the relationship. It's going to land right on the relationship. That's High Priestess. I don't know. I don't know how to fix my broken relationship. I want to fix this. I don't know how. This is where the worry is. I'm worried. I'm worried. I'm stuck in an impasse. Is this going to work? My relationship is broken. I want the 6 of Wands. I want the success. I want this to work. How do I get this back? Here's the worry. Wow. 5 of Cups. That's worry. I'm worried that this is not going to help. I'm King of Wands. Looking at it from a different perspective. Here comes the Herald of the Swords. Herald of the Swords says someone's watching. News is coming, but it's bad news. Bad news on the horizon. Indecisive, bad news on the horizon. It's going to bring 3 of Cups. It's going to bring my sadness when all I wanted was my 10 of Cups. So I am seeing that whatever I want, I'm stuck at a crossroads because there's more that's hidden with that moon over there than I would like to admit, that I would like to see, that I would like to understand. So somebody is keeping things from you. You know that something is going on where there is someone keeping something from you, that you're not getting the growth and the understanding to. Where you want the success within this relationship, this family dynamic, whatever it is, you're not. But you have the desire to do so. Using your intuition, if you could sit down and just think for a second, maybe you could put the puzzle pieces together. We're going to put some puzzle pieces together as much as we can here, because it does say 2 of Swords, which is also an impasse. That is literally the same card. Stuck at a crossroads. Okay. So let's get in here and see how we're going to do this by using your intuition and getting in there. We're going to go straight to Gemini, Cancer. Let's go Gemini, Cancer first. We'll go around. Investing more time and invest wisely, having to look at it from a different perspective. There it is, the King of Wands, seeing it from a different perspective, but using your wisdom and your best judgment, which is also not just the King of Wands, but it's also going to be the Judgment card. The Judgment card says, because I already have this understanding of what's going on, I just have to see it and know it from this perspective. Okay, so using the Strength card, wow, could be dealing with a fire sign for sure. And the Two of Swords. So there's the Two of Swords for you, being stuck at this crossroads. But once you get there, you're going to see that you can work on this, that you need to work on this Three of Pentacles. If I could just see it from a different perspective, I can go in and we can work on this for that success. Then we don't have to worry what's hidden with this moon. This moon's all over the place because they're hiding things from me, but I have to be smooth. I have to be slick. I have to get in there and ask the right questions. And then we can work on this situation. So I do feel like if you get in there, Gemini, Cancer, you can answer a lot of the questions just through your own intuition. Okay, you're very highly intuitive. Okay, just kind of looking at the pros and cons and looking at it from a different point of view. Okay, and then getting in there and asking the direct questions to your person the right way, right? Without fighting, without arguing, without, any I want to say vindictiveness too. I don't know why I want to say that. I think maybe they think you're vindictive, but that is what it is. Okay, but that way there's a lot of calmness. There's just going to be a lot more calmness, and it's going to be more head over heart. Okay, you're definitely going to use that Aquarius energy. Okay, and you know what? If I just get in there head over heart, then it can be this way. That way I'm not not being over emotional. Okay, I'm getting straight to the point. I think that's what it's going to be about. Straight to the point. Okay, beautiful. That's going to make you feel more at ease and you will feel more balanced. Libra, Scorpio. Going to be about transformation. You only got one card out. I do see the Authority at the bottom, being confident again. So I did see Gemini, Cancer got the same thing, being self-confident. So there's definitely going to be about you sitting in your throne and being confident as well. I do feel like, though, because this is the end game, do you see this is the bottom of the deck? This means this is the end of the situation. So once you do the transformation, you do what you're going to do. This is where you're going to be. You're going to sit in your throne and be very confident because of the foresight that you've been seeing. There's going to be something that's going on that's going to feel very loyal. Okay, so you're going to feel like you're being very loyal to yourself about the situation. You're going to have to want to balance out this situation. So I do feel like whatever energy they're feeding you, you're going to take on that Libra energy of, if they're going to be this way, I'm going to mirror them. Libra always mirror, each other's energy, right? If they want to give, I'm going to give. If they're going to be mad, then I'm going to be, a little mad. If they're going to pull, mostly if they're going to pull back, I'm going to pull back. If they're going to come forward, I'll come forward. There's a lot of mirroring, give and take. But because of this beautiful Scorpion energy that's coming in with the shedding, This is actually saying I'm going to eliminate a lot of the mirroring that I usually do so I can set the higher goal. Because I have to get down to the situation. If I just keep mirroring everything, you guys, I get it. You're going to balance everything. But, you know, remember, the only reason the Libra energy is doing that is so they don't have conflict, right? They don't like conflict. You're the cusp of drama, so it's going to cause that little bit of drama. But it's going to have to be there to be able to do this. But I do see there's going to be more compromise than, yeah, because there has to be a change in the way of and the direction that you were going before. You don't want too much compromise and you don't want too much drama. So it's going to be an interesting thing for you. Okay. 5 of Swords. Don't self-sabotage this, my friends. You have to get down to the, you know, I want this. I want this. You're going to go strong, though. Look at that. You're going strong. Holy shit. You're going to come in as the Knight of Cups. You're going to use a lot of Scorpion energy. It's almost like you're using about a little bit of that Libra energy just to keep the balance going, but you're going to use all your Scorpion energy. You're going to come in as this Knight in Shining Armor or the Knight of Cups. You're going to get some shit done. You're like, no, I'm fighting for what I'm fighting for. I know what I want, and I know, and I'm burning within my heart. If this is a love situation, you're burning down the house over here because you're saying, this is mine. This is where I've put my energy. This is what I've dealt with, and this is how you become the Emperor. Wow. No, you're not going to just sit back and say, I'm sitting in an impasse. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Look at the moon. No, you're going to get in there, and you're actually digging some claws in there. Yeah, your Scorpion claws, right? Yeah, it just feels like you have to, because if you just sit back and just say, everything's going to be balanced, or I'm causing too much drama, this person's not, they're not dealing with that. They're not, if anything, it's causing more disruption. And the desire is the growth of what it is you truly want for that overall success. So it does look to me that you have seen the bigger picture. You're going to see this is where, if I give them the love, I think they're going to come towards me. They are. They're waiting. They're waiting for this situation. I feel like they're on the edge of, should I stay or should I go now? But you are too, because remember, you're mirroring each other. They're at an impasse. You're at an impasse. But now you're going to change up the game. Go, Libra, Scorpio, go. Change up the game. Watch the shit turn around. You will win. Why? Because they're going to see you as loyal. They're going to see you from the side that they want to see you on. Okay? And that's almost like a soap opera in itself. Thank you. Thank you. That was fun, right? Let's go. I know. Giving everybody a soap opera over here. Cusp of drama. Gotta love you guys. Aqua Pisces, you're going to give me some drama too, aren't you? I mean, look, Gemini Cancer just went in there and they're just like, we're going to do it this way. Love it or like it or don't. Love it or leave it. And they want to be a little dramatic too. But I see Aqua Pisces over here wants to be dramatic. I can feel it. It's feeling exhausted and I want to recharge and regroup, transform the situation. Hey, look, you're either going to do this with me or you're not. Okay. Some of you are going to try that potion number 9. Careful with that though, okay guys? Because that's called using witchcraft, occult, and learning God's secrets, which is usually, that's alchemy. If you guys are using love's potion number 9, just be careful with that. There is sometimes consequences to that. Be careful because of free will. So however you're doing it, just be careful. Depends on how you're using it, what you're using it. If it feels like you're taking away free will, don't do it. Because that's karma, and that's bad. Very, very bad. It has really bad consequences. Another reason is because I have seen people online too where they, they've even sent them to my channel. I used this and they came back to, well, that's great. You made them into a zombie and they came back to you and now you're going to pay the price for taking away their free will. Not good. That's against the laws of nature. flexibility. So just be careful of that, okay? But if you want to transform the situation into a place of understanding, flexibility, using your methods of what we're allowed to use and how things can be used to transform things through hypnosis, meditation, doing things like that is different, okay? Because that's still allowing free will. That's just saying, I'm calling you in. Are you coming? Not, you will come to me, okay? Yeah, okay. You gotta feel that energy shift, okay? Because that's literally what just happened, right? We just shifted the whole energy. Surprised why it didn't make my candles flicker. I don't know, maybe it did. We'll find that out on the video, right? Not even a joke, because that energy is very dark. So be careful of that. Maybe they're doing that to you, because I do feel someone is being over persistent and walking over the line. Love life and winning. So just be careful of that. And if you know that you're like, nah, it's not me, that's them, whatever, just be careful. Bad juju. It's called black magic is what ends up coming out as. People don't realize that when you start making love spells, take away people's free will, it's called black magic. It's against the law. That is of nature. Dire consequences come from those things. 7 of Swords to the Sun. But what we do see over here on the good end of something, okay, my beautiful Aqua Pisces, is that there is a blessing in disguise when it comes to the 7 of Swords. There is a legacy and a tone that's going, that's saying that the soul is listening to what the soul is listening to. And if you do this with flexibility and really getting into the matters of the heart and where the soul needs to be and really doing it the right way, you will bring that legacy to yourself through your soulmate. Whether it's bringing it back together or saying goodbye, okay, and cutting cords, okay? But it has to be one or the other, okay? It can't be I own you, okay? I'm sorry, that's what it says. I just, and that you're going to be mine. I mean, there's a darkness around it that is almost to the point where it's like and like I said, I'm not going to say it's you. It could be them, and you could be saying, that's what they're hiding. I didn't want it to be an ownership between the two of us. It needs to be a beautiful love, okay? So take that how it resonates, but that's what's coming up, okay? And that's, we're saying that's what's hidden with the moon, and it's going to become unhidden, okay? That there is this place of jointness, but it has to be fair. It has to be balanced, and it can't be karmic. This is a karmic card. So it's saying, be careful what you're doing. Be careful how you're wielding magic. Be careful if they're wielding magic against you, because this, like I said, this could be turned around. Your reading's interesting because it's starting with this side, but it's also saying you're stuck at a crossroads. But is it because they're wielding black magic against you? Or is it because you're using love potion number 9 on them and not realizing the consequences of how that's going to affect your relationship? Does not come out that way. It works for a minute and then it goes to shit. Because it wasn't meant to be, right? Because they said so. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful on how that's going. That's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. I haven't seen that in a while. And yeah, I mean, it literally could be that they're using magic on you, and then that's why you're stuck at this crossroads, not understanding what's going on when all you're trying to do is make things work. Very, very, very interesting. I want it to work and I want it to be successful, but not at this cost. Very weird, very interesting. That turned weird. That's cool. Okay. Go confidently into the direction of your dreaming. Live the life you have imagined. Okay. And explore, right? And don't let others control you, no matter who you are. Okay? You guys are all beautiful. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.